Alright, hi guys. Yeah, it's actually really late in the night. It's 1:20. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna be doing a building video, okay? So as you can see, I've got an envelope addressed to JVL Fishing. That's me. I don't know if you guys can see this. That's the first package, and that's the second one. I don't know how many of you guys actually support local, but this is actually a DIY lure by Fisherholic, so you can check them out on Instagram. They have their own website, and they do have a Facebook page as well, so give them a follow. They also have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe, like the videos. They have an instructional video on YouTube, on their YouTube channel, which I will link in my description down below, guys. Okay, so I've got two sets, and I'm gonna be using the first one right here. I'm just gonna explain to you pretty much how it goes. So it comes in three parts, mainly three segments. So this one, first one, okay, number one, this is the three body parts. Okay, it's actually a swim bait, as you can see in the picture here. And then it comes with the second packaging, which is a smaller pack. Let me just put this aside. This consists of your screw rings and your hooks and your, I don't know, blue tack and stuff like that, ball bearings, the stuff that give the weight to the lure. So it comes white, alright, base color. You can actually color it if you want, but I'm choosing not to. So then when you go on the website to buy it, it actually costs very affordable price. Yeah, so when you go on the website, you can purchase it. Prices are all on there. If you look at the packaging over here, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see the two eyes right here. Okay, you can actually choose the color of the eyes. The color of the eyes range in three colors. They have silver, the white one, which is this one, the one that I have. They have the red eye, and they have the gold eye. So depending on what type of fishing you want to do, yeah, you can select. So they have detailed instructions in hard copy on a piece of paper here, from step 1 all the way to step 5. They inform you about their YouTube channel, where they have the instructional for the DIY Lure Kit. They have the parts over here and the quantity, where the different parts go, okay, on a lure, and how it should look like is basically in the right here, and the instructionals. Okay, now there is one thing that the founder of Fisherholic.com actually shared with me, is to purchase a little bottle, or whatever you call this, tube of super glue. When you screw in this DIY lure, the eye rings, once they're into the body of the lure, you might want to screw it in a little bit for put some super glue. So I've gotten all the plastics out. What I did notice though is that once you cut it off, okay, it does leave a little bit of residue. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna retrieve some sandpaper. Okay, here I have some, I don't know how many grit is this, but it says 100 CW there. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna shave much, just the points at which I have a little bit of protrusion from the wire kit over here, from the thing that it comes in. Okay, so I'm just going to shave it down a little bit. And because it's DIY lure, it's actually pretty good quality. Okay, comes in 3 parts: the mid joint, and then the head. Right. So now that I've got the 3 parts down, I'm gonna proceed, put the sandpaper away, and I'm gonna actually lay out the smaller parts. So sorry, it's supposed to be 2 ball bearings. So you got 7 eye-rings, this screw rings thing. In each component, I think they give you an extra. So I've got an extra screw ring, extra split ring, extra ball bearing. Sorry, it's out of the frame. That's right here. Okay, I've got 2 treble hooks. It says that I will need 2 times of this wire, which Satis has given me 3. I think in every packaging there's 3 as spare, and then the 2 white eyes that I requested for. Alright, so now the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to be taking this part over here. Let me just, okay, so if you can just see over here, there's 2 holes. What I'm going to be doing, alright, sorry about that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting 1 dab of super glue on it, on each hole. Alright, I'm just going to set it aside to dry. Same for the mid joint, there is 2 more holes, so just 1 dab of super glue there. Alright, leave it to dry for about a few seconds, and then you can proceed to start like taking the rings and putting them in, you know. So I'm using a split ring plier now to just carefully screw the eye rings in. So if you can see, I don't screw it in too much. It's open for trial and error. Okay, so first one done, then I move on to align next one. Just make sure that both the rings are equalized like this. Okay, so if you get what I mean, they are both kind of equalized, or sorry about that. Okay, so kind of equalized, and then what I do is I add 1 more drop of super glue just there. Okay, and then just leave it aside first, and then the next one is the mid joint. Just to continue over here, I've got 2 more holes to let it join in. So this one I'm going to use my fingers because slightly easier. Not gonna let it go all the way in, just a little bit will do. For the bottom one, I actually use a plier. Okay, so if you can see, it's kind of equidistant again. Alright, so I've got that there. Now I'll just lay it down to kind of dry off. Alright, then the next thing you want to do is actually the next thing you should do is to actually fit each of these parts into their respective slots. Alright, so you just want to blow it down for quicker drying. Okay, so if you can kind of see my lure, okay, when I push it all the way in, it goes pretty close, alright, okay, but then because of the size of the hole, it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot screw it all the way in. So I'm going to go back to the original screw, which was about two more screws in for the top, and maybe one more screw in for the bottom. And I'm going to make it equal, okay, and then we're going to try this. See, and it works well, works very well. So what I'm going to do is leave the wire here first, just so I know how the lure will look like, okay. I don't want it to turn too much at the middle, I want it to turn more towards the end. So if this were to be the lure, it's going to be something like this, okay, but it's still a little bit loose. So as you can see, just trying to fit in the wires, okay, and this is how it looks. So it's still a bit too far out. The good thing about DIY lures is that it's all about adjustment. So you see, I can adjust my lure to look like that, which is pretty much, now I know what I want. I can pull off these and just make sure that my knobs don't turn anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my super glue, okay. You can either kind of coat it somewhere, Alright, so that's essentially the lure. Okay. Well, for the front, what you want to do is you actually want to screw this on. One more screw rings, okay, all the way to the tip, and then what I'm gonna do is screw it in until it hits like this, okay. Then I'm gonna go with one drop of that. One drop of that on each side. And pretty much wait until it's done. Yep. That's pretty much how you assemble the Fisherholic lure. Okay, guys. Yep. Fisherholic lure for you. Okay. So the lure is pretty much done at this stage. I just need to add some super glue to kind of seal the stage at the ball bearing area, and I'm pretty much done for the lure. I would like to thank the people at Fisherholic. Yeah, but thank you guys for making these. Thank you for designing this lure making kit, and I look forward to seeing more. For me personally, I've been looking for a swim bait of this, roughly this size and this weight, for a very long time, and it's been very hard because swim baits are usually big and heavy. So a light tackle angler like me probably don't have a chance to have a jointed swim bait like this. But in this case, I've managed to find one by local brand Fisherholic.com, and it's DIY, so I can really modify it 100% to how I like. Yeah, so thank you for watching anyways, guys. I hope you guys benefited from the video. I really hope that you guys will consider purchasing this lure from Fisherholic.com and give it a try. Give it a hands-on try to fix up this lure and test it out on the waters. So I wish you all the best. Those who own this lure and those who are going to buy this lure, take care and good night.